I've been absolutely hooked on Battalion 1944. I've been pretty much playing it day in, day out. Whenever I get the chance to come home after work or after chilling and I just want to play the game a little bit, I hop on Battalion 1944. And it didn't really kick in, and I didn't really notice why I was doing it until I started looking at all the other games around me and why I wasn't touching them. My other options besides this game are Rainbow Six Siege, Call of Duty, and Battlefield. Rainbow Six Siege, I love that game. It's tons of fun, but it gets a little tiring. It's hard to stay consistent with that game. You have to play it 24/7 just so you have total map awareness. Battlefield 5, I still have fun playing it. It's just, I don't know, it's something about the gunplay and the playstyle of this game that still doesn't fully attract me. Battlefield 4, it was something about that game, and Battlefield 3, both of those titles, it was something about those games that I could easily play that alongside Call of Duty or any other title. It was just fun, and you guys know me. Even though I post all these games right down smack to the heart, I've been playing Call of Duty pretty much my whole life. So you guys know I am like super tryhard, super sweat, super, I love Call of Duty. So with that being said, you guys know the playstyle of games that I enjoy. And Battlefield 5, it does give that, but it's a lack of content. I'm not feeling the game style yet. I feel like once the Pacific comes out, I'll enjoy the game a little bit more, and I'll probably post a lot more. But it's hard to pull myself onto Battlefield more than Battlefield 4. Maybe I'll actually just go back to Battlefield 4 and get clips of that. I'll gladly play that game. So hey, who would like to see some Battlefield 4 on the channel? I think that might be a lot of fun. But then there's my baby, Call of Duty. And their most recent title was a huge disappointment for me. And in the beta, I loved it. It's so weird how I loved how Black Ops 4's 150 health felt so smooth. I actually made a video saying that it was probably the best thing that ever happened to Call of Duty. And now all these months later, I'm changing my mind saying it's probably the worst thing that ever happened to Call of Duty. It's crazy how things take a little bit to sink in when you're playing a COD game. Since they come out every single year, it's almost like you need to give it some time. You're going to really like it in the beginning, but 3 months, 4 months down the road, you might completely change your mind. It might be by far the worst thing in the game, and that definitely goes for Call of Duty Black Ops 4. 150 health hit this game hard. But that's not what really completely killed the game for me. And a lot of people would probably go with the option of microtransactions, saying that those completely destroyed this game. It completely pushed me away from it. And I agree, but still, even with the microtransactions, the gameplay at its core is what is going to be truly entertaining. I can still play the game and not pay into the microtransactions if I'm still enjoying myself. But this game is just maxed out on cheese. There is literally every type of cheese, Parmesan, American, you name it, it is up in this game. But then you hop on a game like Battalion 1944, and you start playing, and you see what you're experiencing. And the majority of everything that's going on in this game is so basic, but so fun. They're not pushing it so hard that it feels like there's so much in the game that's just complete bullcrap. They just made sure that it's your gun and your skill. And that felt so refreshing. And I haven't played a game like that since Call of Duty 2 or Call of Duty 3. And the sad thing about it is that I didn't even get to start off with those games in their prime. I started off with the cheese. I played Call of Duty 4 Modern Warfare, the original, and that game was cheesed out as well. Even though it wasn't as cheesy, trust me, there's still plenty of cheese to go around with claymores and 3 grenades and jug, stopping power. Oh my god. It's so many things in that game that are cheesy. And that's when they started implementing it. But a while ago, a very long time ago, I did go back and I actually purchased Call of Duty 3. I didn't get to play Call of Duty 2, but I've actually looked up gameplay, and I highly do suggest checking it out. So I'll put it down in the description if I do find the exact video. But if I don't find the video, just go ahead and look up in the search bar Call of Duty 2 multiplayer gameplay, Call of Duty 3 multiplayer gameplay. And what you'll see is actually awesome. It's exactly what you see in Battalion. Pre-made classes, a very basic game style. It's not too fast, but it's not too slow. And it was just all about gun skill. There was such a minimum amount of cheese in Call of Duty 2. It was next to nothing. It was probably the same amount of cheese that's in Battalion. They started introducing cheese in Call of Duty 3 when they actually introduced the vehicles, and it looks like they introduced like streaks and stuff like that as well. Maybe just, I don't know how it worked in Call of Duty 3. I saw it in the gameplay, but I don't know if you unlocked a streak. It was an airstrike. or artillery strike, but I don't know how he got it. I'm guessing it's a streak. But in Call of Duty 3, they start introducing more cheese, vehicles, tanks, all this other stuff. But that wasn't insane. That wasn't game-changing. It wasn't Black Ops 4 level, where you have all the cheese. Like freaking tactical rifles that shoot missiles that instantly kill you and melt you. And specialists all around that don't have supportive abilities. They all have complete assault abilities. We're talking about one-tap pistols and one-shot rifles that electrocute everybody around you, and a gravity hammer that explodes everybody around you once you slam it, and shields, barbed wire. I mean, there's so much cheese in Black Ops 4. It is mind-boggling. It's obnoxious and really annoying. So seeing this Call of Duty 2 gameplay and Call of Duty 3 gameplay, it was refreshing. It felt good to see something so basic and not overdone like all these Call of Duty games are nowadays. I feel like these developers feel like they have to max everything out. They have to max all the abilities, all the fun aspects of the game, so we all enjoy it. When in reality, it doesn't have to be like that. It could be basic. All we really need is a wide variety of weapons, a wide variety of maps, different styled maps, not just all 3-lane. You know, mix it up, 3-lane and open maps. We need to see something good like that, but just keep the gameplay as it is. Obviously, though, the game would definitely need a complete overhaul. It couldn't play exactly like Call of Duty 2 and Call of Duty 3. Those games are ancient, and times have definitely changed. The community has changed, the game has changed, everything has changed. So the gameplay would definitely need an overhaul. I'm talking about unlimited sprint in the game, you know, being able to heal up a little bit quicker. Map design definitely needs to be changed up. Definitely smaller maps into the mix. They could perfect it. But if they kept how Call of Duty 2 and Call of Duty 3 played, I mean, honestly, I'm looking at Battalion 1944 and it almost looks similar. And the more I play it, it looks and feels like Call of Duty. The original Call of Duties. I'm talking about before all the cheese started getting implemented. And that's a really good thing. And I think that's why I'm so obsessed with this game right now, Battalion 1944, because there's just no cheese. They made sure that you felt the gun skill. They made sure that you knew that when you were engaging in a gunfight, there wasn't going to be bullcrap waiting around the corner. You have to outthink your enemies, you have to outplay your enemies, and you have to do it with your mind, your environment, and your gun. Nothing else. No cheese, no bullcrap, no miniguns popping out of your arm, no like 50 grenades being chucked at you, no, you know, dropping down after getting shot 50 times in Last Stand and popping off a couple pistol shots and killing you off your streak. None of this bullcrap. None of this bullcrap is in this game. So if they could actually make a Call of Duty game like this, and I don't expect this at all out of Call of Duty Modern Warfare, if they do decide to take this route, I would be shocked to a whole nother degree. But maybe on a future title, if they decide to take this route, I would actually be happy seeing the return of a game with less cheese. A game that just revolves around gun skill, and nothing really, anything besides that. But that's about it, guys. Like I said, I highly suggest you guys go down in the description if I do find those videos. If I don't find them, definitely look up Call of Duty 3 multiplayer gameplay or Call of Duty 2 multiplayer gameplay. And just check out the pacing of those two games. Check out how it was still fast-paced, but it wasn't insane. You know, you still took your time, you still had slow moments, it wasn't a limited sprint, so you had to stop every once in a while. But imagine those playstyles with a limited sprint added in there, definitely some more weapons, smaller maps, and just how that game would feel, how that game would play. I think it would be outstanding. I would be excited to see a game with that playstyle and less cheese. You know, non-existent. I don't want to see any of the bullcrap. Just a game that revolves around you, your weapon, and how well you know the map, and also how well you know your enemies, because that's another huge aspect as well in FPS games. You gotta know who you're versing. You gotta study them, even if it's just for a 10-minute match and you'll never see them again. Every person's different. Every person has a different playstyle. Every person has a different personality in-game. If you learn them and you learn their techniques, you will beat them. It's easy as that. But as long as they have cheese and bullcrap to back them up, it's going to be hard to beat them, you know, because there's always some bullcrap cheese in the way of you and them having a decent gunfight. I want to thank you guys for checking out this video, and also thank you Thunder so much for once again putting me up on TSG. He actually checked out that video from a couple of days ago about the microtransactions, and he said he really liked it and wanted to put up on TSG, so thank you so much for hooking me up with another spot. And also it means the world that you actually enjoyed one of my videos on this channel. It gives me a boost of confidence to keep me pushing on this grind. You know, it's a hard grind, but when people respect the grind and they notice what you're doing and they like what you're doing, it really does help continue doing it. So I want to thank all of you guys for all the support and all the newcomers from TSG that watched that video. I really thank you so much for enjoying that video and coming to check out my channel. I appreciate it. But if you're new to the channel and you're not from TSG or anything like that, you just found this video from YouTube search, make sure you hit that subscribe button and that bell notification button. Always helps you get notified on your recent uploads on this channel. Also, hit the like if you enjoyed today's video. Hit that dislike if you hated it. Also, if you want to chat with me or just get more personal with the channel, you can always follow me on Twitter at JBonaman. And if you want to catch me on Twitch live streaming, you can always do that at JBonaman as well. Thank you guys for checking out this video, and I'll see you all in the next one. Peace out.